Welcome back to another episode of Fraud Friday, Rolling with Ace, you know what I'm saying? Episode 26, you feel me? 26, episode 26 of Fraud Friday with your boy, Rolling with Ace. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Before I get into anything, you know what we gotta do. What we rolling on today, you feel me? Today, we rolling on some herbs. We got that mugwort and some mullein and some wombat bark and stuff like that. We're gonna grind it up some more. Of course, we're gonna throw a little last to the Ohio OG, or as what another person said in the source, birds here, you feel me? Oh, that was so funny to me, dude. To when you swinging on birds, you know, I'm talking about, homie, I am. Hey, but anyway, keep fucking with me on the shorts, cause man, that almost did 1,000 views on one short. So I feel like the next short I post of this is gonna be a lot more lit. So anyway, that's what we're rolling on. Let's get into today's episode. You know what we gotta do? Turn it up and get the rolling. Damn, if you love God, how you hate women? I ain't never thought about that. That's wild. Man, I need to do this for the team. He is little as fuck. That's wild as hell. He is little as hell. Hey, that's still my nigga though. I don't give a fuck what y'all got to say. He might be little, but this nigga be spitting. Him and my boy Marithakidd. Oh, I guess I don't need to grind this down no more. This really ain't ground up like I wanted to, but that's the motherfucking hawthorn and shit. I knew this shit was bad. Damn, bro, this nigga screwed this bitch on back hella tight. There you go. Just gotta torque it. Oh, it grind up a little bit, but we don't need that much anyway. Hey, niggas. If you love God, how do you hate women? Damn, that's food for thought right there. If you love God, how do you hate women? Oh, we gotta go make sure they ain't got no new music. Oh yeah, they got Death2Kid. I'm finna just say the rest of that in a minute. Just like that. That's word. This that psychedelic trap, way too off the map. Damn, my niggas get to graduate this year, man. I should be with them, bro, but I'm over here doing. Hey, different strokes for different folks. You feel me? Different strokes for different folks. I'm in that psychedelic trap, way too off the map. Gang gon' get inflamed. I tell bro relax. I tell bro to relax. Like, just relax, bro. I got it. Man, psychedelic. Circle to my psychedelic trap. Psychedelic raps. I remember when Jaris came and grabbed my phone. He grabbed my phone. I was like, bro, I'm finna put you on something. And he put this shit in, bro, and I was fucking with it. He was like, did you listen to it? And the next day he came, and we came back to, this was right before Marithakidd was doing shit, for real. But this was his partner, though. Like, he a dope-ass producer, bro. Dope ass producer. Him and Bray. Him or Bray, some dope ass producers. Gang gonna get it flamed. I tell bro, relax. Oh yeah, damn, we wrote this piece quick as hell. AKA too dirty, AKA too dirty, AKA we can do answers. Niggas don't need if it's Pluto and Jersey, it gotta be wavy. President. I press a button, you done, so I hope I don't do that. I took relax. Pray for forgiveness, I'm taking, we can't get it back. Psychedelic trap. Way too often now. Gang gon' do the thing. I tell bro, relax, I'm in that. Damn, that was my fault. I fucked that shit up. But I can taste all the herbs in this bitch. That OG giving it that fruity taste on top of the herbs, bro. This shit crazy. Yeah, he gonna love this shit. He gonna love this shit. He can be like, man, bro, you got a consistent customer. That's what he gonna say to me, bro. That's what he gonna say to me. But you know what we at the people's crib, so you gotta respect it. Welcome back, y'all. You know what I'm saying? If you still rolling, you can still roll to this or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But hey, not everybody can roll as fast as me. I can roll anything down there, I feel like. But anyway, as you can tell, I'm feeling great. I'm gonna just say, you know, I had a Monaco watermelon crush and I had a Monaco lime crush, I wanna say. Yeah, and then on top of that, I had a little shot at the Casamigos, which is really like 2 shots. This big ass bottle. It's like 2 shots for $6. But it's definitely overpriced like a motherfucker because 99 proof do way better. But hey. Anyway, you already know what we about to get into. What we reading on. What we read it on, folks. Still reading Smarter, Faster, Cheaper. You know what I'm saying? Where you go? The Narrative of Black Americans, for research material. You're reading that. And we almost done with Dr. Sebi's 7-day diet plan. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to be doing it real soon. I just started working, so... And spring break is in 2 weeks, so... Well, not this week, but the next week coming up. So, yeah, that's 2 weeks, so... Anyway. No, that is next week. That's next week when we start. When spring break starts. Damn. Wild as hell. Sliding and telly with them. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? You know, I'm feeling great, as you can see. Smiles and nothing but good energy. Hold on, let me make sure y'all still recording. Y'all. The live recording of this. Yeah. Anyway, if you wondering what this is Bubbler. Triple Berry Breeze, not sponsored. You know what I'm saying? Not sponsored by these niggas. My uncle just had a shitload of them. That's why I got that towel over there. So if you want some, just holler at me. I'll give you some for free. I got it for free. But we got this in the Casamigos in this one. I spilled half of it, but luckily most of the Casamigos remain in here. It sunk to the bottom pretty quick, so that was great. Like I said, the 2 Monacos, feeling great today. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, that's gonna be buzzing. All right. So, of course, you know we gotta revisit it. But yeah. This week, what was y'all gratification? You know what I'm saying? What type of gratification y'all showed? What type of gratification y'all received? And what type of things y'all were gratified about or doing or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Gratification. That was the word of the week. Let me know what it was down below in the comments below. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, today's episode, man, Shorty just dropped. She was like, maybe you should have a podcast channel. This what the fuck this is. When every Friday is a podcast. That's why it's an hour. And Shroom Sunday was just an add-on. Like that was an extra week if I'm on the Shrooms or whatever. I mean, extra day after the week. Why Not Wednesday? There's still a podcast channel. We just talk about shit in a 30-minute segment. 30 minutes or less. You feel me? Some days it might be 45 minutes. Some days it might be 20 minutes. But excuse me. In general, 30 minutes or less. That's what Wind Down Wednesday is. So we're just chilling. But like I said, we heading across on our way to another dimension. 3,600 video views. That is wild. I appreciate you guys. Give yourselves a round of applause. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you guys. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been fucking with the shorts, so I'm gonna keep feeding y'all to them. I got subscribers, all shit. So I'm at 39 subscribers, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Once we hit 100, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do something a little special for y'all. So whenever we hit 100, I'm gonna do something special for y'all. But I'm not saying go subscribe or go like and comment and shit like that. I don't really care too much, for real. I'm gonna be 100. Just as long as you're enjoying the conversation and you know what I'm saying, you keep coming and visiting, that's fine with me. You know what I'm saying? You enjoy the shorts, that's fine with me. You feel me? So that's all I'm happy about. So, and I see the shorts is really what y'all enjoying the most. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that. So let's get into the market recap, and then we get into today's episode. You feel me? No, there we go. Invest. Coin market cap. Let's look at that. Let's look at that because they be cap. No, I'm just playing. Like I said, 7-day percent averages. We're looking at the price, what is that, and the 7-day percentage average for the week. You know what I'm saying? It's because it is Friday. So, Bitcoin starting off. You know what I'm saying? We had coin market cap, so we jump to FinViz, check out a couple stocks, see what they finish at for the end of the week, and then we jump to Wall Street to see kind of the fucking stories that's been highlighted. So. Anyway, let's get into it. If you're drinking on something, please drink with me, you know what I'm saying? I know most of y'all probably getting out and get ready to go out to the parties right now, but hey, come fuck with your boy. Anyway, Bitcoin, BTC, you know what I'm saying, at $23,080, well, I was going to say $81, $80.50. It is down just under 6.3%. Wow, spicy. Ethereum, $1,598.16. Down just under 6%. XRP 37 cents, down just under 4.4%. Cardano 36 cents, just down just right above, just barely above 10%. Wild as hell. Polygon $1.25, just down almost 19%. You know what I'm saying? Down almost 19%. Fuck those. I don't really give a fuck. Solana, $22.93, and it's down just under just over 2%. Litecoin, $91.40, just down 9.6%. You know what I'm saying? 9.66%. Not too bad, not too bad. Chainlink, $7.35, down just over 3.5%, right around the 3.7% ish. That's where they down there. Cosmos, $12.94, they down just about 8.6, down about just 8.7%. You know what I'm saying? Oh well, 8.9% now. I mean 8.8%. So that wow. Oh, excuse me. Hold on, I gotta, you know what I gotta do? Stay at home astronaut. Bitch, ooh, that wasn't what I was looking for, but I definitely want to hear it though. Be scared. That was a little bit because I was looking at the page. Anyway, let's moving on. Stellar, 8 cents, down 2.15%. You know what I'm saying? It's getting grimy out here for the V-Chain. 2 cents per V-Chain. And we're at just down 3.2%. just under 3.2%. That's hot down. You know what I'm saying? So, Algorand 25 cent, down just under 8%. The Graph 15 cent, down 12.17%. Jesus Christ. EZITO, EOS, $1.11. They're down almost 9.5%. 9.4%. That's when they're down. Tezos, $1.23, and they're surprisingly up 4.4%. Wow. You know what I'm saying? That is wild. Wow. Wow thoughts. Ooh, wow thoughts. All right. Damn, I don't see nothing else for real. Oh, Maker, $6.99, $69. $69.99. $69.99, $69. Down 4.46%. That would have been down. That would have been funny if they was down 69%. Wow. Pretty much all the ones I'm really invested into, those are the ones I give off. Now, it will be a point to where I record, I press a button and it pop up on the screen, shit like that, where you see it. But hey, just work with me right now. We ain't got to the point yet, and that's out of the top 100, so we ain't got to see nothing past that, really. That been your coin market weekly recap, you feel me? So, on to FinViz. Dow finished down 336 points, or 337 points, at 32,816.90. You know what I'm saying? The Nasdaq finished down 195 points, 195.46 points, at a total of $11,394.90. Ooh, excuse me. And the S&P finished down just over 42 points at 42.28 points. They finished down at a record of 3,970.04 cents. You know what I'm saying? That's the price mark they hit. The heat map is pretty red. I'm not even really gonna look at this too bad. Google finished down at the end of the week 1.89%. Microsoft finished down 2.18%. Apple finished down 1.8%. The Nvidia finished down 1.6%. Adobe took a big hit at the end of the week and finished down 7.63%. You know what I'm saying? Amazon finished down 2.42%. I'm sorry, I'm lit. I'm trying to go through this so I can get ready to today's episode. Tesla finished down 2.5%, just over 2.5%. That's how they finished down. Nike finished down 1.6%. Jesus Christ. Bath and Body Works finished down 2.62%. So yeah. EOG Resources finished down 4.41%. Jesus Christ, is bleeding going on, and a lot of it, but there ain't nobody is bleeding as bad as Adobe. I don't know what the fuck Adobe did. We might have to check they thing and see what's up. Zebra Technologies, I was just moving some boxes for them. They finished down 3%. You know what I'm saying? American Tower Corporation finished down just over 3.08%. You know what I'm saying? Just over 3%. Other than that, it's a lot of pain. This right here is a pain song. Ooh, excuse me. We gotta do that. PXD finished down 4.14%. So yeah, it's pretty bad. Moderna finished down 5.63%. What the fuck was going on at Moderna? Charles River Laboratories finished down 3.29%. Yeah, it's not looking good for the healthcare sector. The only ones that was really green was capital markets, with JERO being up 2.06%. JP Morgan was up 0.9%. Wells Fargo was up 0.8%. So basically, banking was the only shit that seemed like to be a thing. Oh, especially chemicals with Lindo, LIN. That's the ticket number. Ticket symbol. And there was up. They finished up this week with 4.75%. And I'm saying, no, they finished up. So yeah. Other than that, a lot of this is some bullshit. Oh, what the? Oh, Katora Energy finished up 3.61%. You know what I'm saying? So that's my boy Pre. Go check him out. Links in the description. Well, no links in the description. His name is in the description, so you can go check it out. Is it? Hold on, let me check. Let me make sure. Oh no, it ain't never play. Hold on, let me. That shit damn, it sound like a JERO song. Excuse me. I keep fucking yawning. This shit getting on my nerves. Pre. Period. Save. Oh, I need to put that in my notes. Nah, I'm over here adding to this. The extra step. No. Fuck it. Proceed. They still want me to verify his meat. Yes, bruh. It's 30. This shit is blowing me. So I want to verify you. Does me, dumbass. Hold on, yeah, I gotta bear with me for real quick. All right, there we go. They basically trying to like me on my channel. We're not like me on my channel. Me out of it. But anyway, that's been your FinViz market recap. So now time to go on Wall Street Journal, see a couple stories, and see what's going on in the hood. And then once we done with this shit, we gonna move on. Ukraine is the West war now. West war now? Is the West war now. So you telling me we in the Western hemisphere, so that's why I say. So South America, United States, and Canada are all involved in this war. I really just think it's the United States, but hey, you know what I'm saying? You do what you make your own conclusion. More Americans are turning to part-time jobs. Duh. 6 times as many people currently work part-time by choice rather than by necessity. 25 hours is the new 35. Duh. Who the fuck is finna... Bro. The thing is, nobody's trying to work hard for $1 that's not gonna be worth shit. You know what I'm saying? Or it's not worth shit. So, take it or leave it. You feel me? That's how your American people see. Key iPhone feature helps criminals steal digital trolls. Wow. The passcode that unlocks your phone can give thieves access to your money and data. It's like a treasure box. Duh. Look. Your phone has all your information, your banking information, your Cash App information, this information, that information. It has all the information it needs. All I gotta do is know your passcode, and I'm in that shit. I'm in all of it. I can buy, like, especially if you got Face ID set up to where, oh, I don't use my face, I will use my passcode. Tap. Robinhood does it. They're a prime example of using it. And whenever your Face ID don't like that, the first time it don't work, they pop up your passcode. Type use your passcode to get in. So you telling me after one try of Face ID, you give up, and then automatically you give my you get my ID number? Like, come on, man. That's why I'm like, I don't be. That's why I see you all these scammers be having 14, 15, 20 different iPhones and shit. Cause it's easy as hell to scam iPhones for real. Like, bro, come on now. Years before 9/11, there was 226. What the fuck? February 26th. What the hell been here on February 26th? ChatGPT heralds an intellectual revolution. I hope so. I hope they give Google a run for its fucking money, because Google don't be helping shit. Stocks post worst week of year. This is their worst week of the year. Mind you, we only been in 2023 for 8 weeks, and they already talking about this the worst week. Whatever. Inflation firms, consumer spending jumps. Wow. The personal consumption expenditures index rose at a faster 5.4% rate last month, and consumer spending climbed 1.8%, which could prompt the Fed to raise rates higher than previously anticipated this year. Duh. They've been talking about that shit for the longest, so that shit cool. Chinese jet fighter shadows U.S. aircraft over South China Sea. Y'all just want to go to war. U.S. says Beijing is considering drone deliveries to Russia. I ain't gonna lie. I got a spicy ass theory, but we're gonna talk about it right after this when we go through our weekly Wall Street Journal. We could probably finna press through this so I can get right to it. Adderall, Oxycontin prescriptions to require in-person doctor visit. Y'all just now doing that? It took y'all how many years to just now do this? And people been on opioids since the beginning of fucking time, damn near, when y'all started putting them bitches out, and y'all just now requiring for Adderall and Oxycontin to have prescriptions in doctor visit to require in doctor visits. You're wild as hell. Wild as hell. And y'all see why this shit going and shit. Welcome to the 5% where yield chases you. That is a goddamn lie. That'll never happen. But I'll check it out though. You know what I'm saying? We gonna check it out. Open link in it. A North Carolina town spends nearly a decade fighting over a traffic circle. A traffic circle. You're mad about the circle? Go to the review circle and make a left. Go. You fighting over a traffic circle. Go to the circle and make a left. You know what I'm saying? Warner Brothers Discovery looks to get out of regional sports TV. Okay, who cares? With AI, we are all once again tech companies guinea pigs. What do y'all don't under? We gonna talk about that too. Yep, you know what? That's what we talking about today in today's episode. We got a bunch of stuff to talk about today. So, yeah, that's been your Wall Street Journal weekly recap. The rest of this shit is a bunch of bullshit, and I ain't trying to go through this shit. Jimmy Carter's Malise speech aged well. Who the fuck give about Jimmy Carter? Jimmy Carter is like, what, 90 years old or dead by now? Come on now. Drones are giving Ukraine a wartime edge. They're in the air. They only hear them when they in the area. Other than that, they like the best thing to helicopters for war. Yeah, that's been your weekly recap. This shit is yeah, that's been your weekly recap. You feel me? Of Wall Street Journal. But anyway, the two things we're going to get in today: World War, and with AI, we are once again tech companies guinea pigs. You know what I'm saying? That was a direct quote from, I don't know whatever fuck read this was, but this is a Wall Street Journal. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Are you tech giants guinea pigs? But we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But this whole war thing. Pop out. Anyway, I'm starting to think this is going to be U.S.'s only way to get out of inflation is war. You know what I'm saying? Ukraine. I just seen something on the news a couple of days ago. I don't know if this was the other day, a couple of days ago, or like a week or whatever. But I'm just saying the other day. The other day, and the housing re-infrastructure cost $54 million. They system re-infrastructure was like $33 billion. Like agriculture, like another $5 or $6 billion, and some other shit was like $6-7 billion. So you telling me it's gonna take Ukraine well over or close to $200 billion and then some to rebuild their whole infrastructure? Mind you, while they still at fucking war a year later. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, just roll with me for a second. We already been seeing the U.S. been putting their fucking noses in Ukraine shit and fucking over with Russia or whatever. And the whole UN or NATO bullshit that's been going on with their ass too. So, are going against Russia or whatever. And if Russia don't do this and that and whatever, man, bro, this is about to get crazy. Roll with me for a second, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Then, you remember a couple weeks ago, I don't know if it was a couple weeks ago or a couple days ago or last week, when that Chinese spy balloon bullshit was over and they shot that shit down, and they had one over Canada, they shot that shit down. And you remember how we just went over on Wall Street Story about the Chinese jet fighter shadowing a U.S. aircraft over the South China Sea? And then, right next to it, U.S. says Beijing is considering drone deliveries to Russia. China and Russia, you know what I'm saying? United States and Ukraine. That's up to you to decide whatever, how you feel like it. But look, this is my opinion on this whole situation. At the end of the day, I'm thinking they want World War for 2 reasons, you know what I'm saying? Especially United States for the biggest one. One, our money ain't gonna be worth shit compared to everybody else's money, you know what I'm saying? For one, our money don't back shit but debt. The only thing that back our money is debt and the make-believe of people believing in this fucking piece of paper that we call the US dollar, you know what I'm saying? That's it. Gold doesn't back our currency no more. Nothing backs our currency but the illusion and the thought of what we think about a piece of fucking paper. That's one. 2, another reason why I say they want World War. Inflation. Inflation is the biggest thing killing the U.S. government and stopping its growth from going on and reaching deeper into your pockets of some motion. You know what I'm saying? Inflation. This whole imaginary bullshit system they came up with the money system. You know what I'm saying? On top of taxes, which is a whole nother bullshit thing we're going to talk about later in another episode. But this is just my theory. You know what I'm saying? Those are my top 2 reasons. Inflation in the United States, because our dollar ain't worth shit, and plus we in debt to so many other countries, and we in debt with our own damn selves. How can I be in debt to something? Let me know that in the comments below. You know what I'm saying? How can I be in debt to something? Naturally. I'm not saying based off no piece of fucking paper. I borrowed 20,000 pieces of paper, you feel me? Or 80,000 pieces of paper. How in the hell am I in debt to that piece of paper? How can I be in debt logically as a human being, spiritually and physically? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think about that, because that was a whole nother thing we talked about before. I want to say, or we are gonna talk about it, but a dude brought up a great point when I don't know what I was looking. I don't know if this was TikTok or I was looking at a YouTube podcast, but he was like, how in the damn hell can you be in debt to something, a system? Or maybe it's just a regular talk I was having at work. How can you be in debt to something as a human fucking being? Just think about it. Just think about it on a, not even a molecular scale, just thinking about it on a human scale. You know what I'm saying? If money was never an object, how can the fuck I be in debt to something? Let me know. That's why I see debt is a whole illusion. That's how money really works in the United States. Is based off debt. That's how I get you. You constantly paying rent. You constantly paying your light bill. You constantly paying the gas bill. You constantly doing this. But without them, the constant bills, your bill, the root. You know what I'm saying? Bill. I give you a bill. You pay that shit consistently. That's how you in debt to something. Based off of a bill. Think about it. The Bill of Rights, the 5 rights. You know what I'm saying? The Bill of Rights, the top 10, the 10 Bill of Rights. Think about it. That's why I say, as much as I see gun tubers trying to protect the Second Amendment of like the right to shoot, technically, that is a whole falsified system that they created they damn selves. Unless you call yourself a militia, which is legal to own a whole bunch of guns and shit like that. You call yourself a militia, you know what I'm saying? I learned that from Dead Prayers, word to the real, you know what I'm saying? Listen to the pistol, you know what I'm saying? That will break that shit down for you. But for the simple fact, how can I be in debt to something that isn't it really fucking real? It's a whole illusion. It's an agreed upon trade. That's all a dollar is. Agreed upon trade. I go to work for so many hours to get paid this such fuck ass rate, you know what I'm saying? And I recuperate that bread on Friday, Thursday, every 2 weeks, whatever the fuck it happens. You know what I'm saying? How in the damn hell am I in debt to another motherfucker or this or that or whatever? If technically we don't own anything, how can you own Earth? You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother thing in this statement. Debt and how can you own Earth? How? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say going to war is going to be the U.S. biggest bet. You know what I'm saying? Especially, they already have shit with Russia that they want to get off their chest. But Russia is quick to push that nuke button. They don't want that shit. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, they're going to be sending nukes together at each other and creating a whole nuclear explosion over a whole country that they ain't even want to have it. You know what I'm saying? Nukes can come at 10 minutes. They arrive at your door in 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So, technically, if we go to war, Russia is only going to declare nuclear war. Just think about it. You know know what I'm saying? They already spoke about it. They told y'all in the news. Think about it. Go look at some of these news articles, man. Like, Russia already said, if we go into war, we're going to go nuclear war. I'm not going to war with the whole world. If I do, I'm doing nuclear war. I'm only got this problem with Ukraine. They've been still fighting Ukraine to this day. You know what I'm saying? They still fighting them to this day. Mind you, I'm over here in this country worried about fucking eggs being $13 goddamn dollars, $8 damn dollars for half a dozen and some bullshit. Wow. It's a whole fucking war that's been going on for the past year. How in the hell does that even make sense to me? You know what I'm saying? We over here worried about a price of an egg, and it's a whole war going on all the way across the fucking globe. Think of, you know what I'm saying? Another thing, the whole thing in Ohio, this is why I say they are trying their hardest to get into war and blame other motherfuckers for some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, Ohio, that whole derailment with the train, I feel like that was a completely planned event for the simple fact of this, you know what I'm saying? For the simple fact of this. Our dollar is going to shit. So the more I disrupt my own, this is how the government thinks. This, you know what I'm saying? The more I disrupt my people, make an inconvenience for my people, you know what I'm saying? The biggest inconvenience I can do for people is disrupt their services and whatever, make people migrate, move different areas or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They put a whole chemical cloud. They put Shinobi in y'all backyard for whoever is in Ohio. You know what I'm saying? Whoever lives in Ohio. They brought Shinobi to y'all asses. They put all this radioactive chemicals in the air from that goddamn rail derailment and crash or whatever the fuck they came up with or whatever bullshit they came up with. You know what I'm saying? This is why I say everything happens for a reason. And the government constantly proves this shit time and time again. Look at 9/11. That shit was completely planned. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. 26 jet fuel burns at 600 degrees. Steel and concrete still alone melts at 2600 degrees. Ain't no damn way an aluminum airplane can cut through a concrete and steel building. If I'm crazy as hell, if I'm crazy for thinking that, to thinking that an aluminum airplane can cut through a steel and concrete building, you got another thing coming. Y'all are just being controlled just like everybody else. This shit, the government already know what's going on. Science doesn't have to be, science can tell you that right off the rip. If you don't believe me, matter of fact, let's look it up. Let's see how hot melting point of, and then I'm gonna get back to melting point of steel. The melting point of steel is around 2200 to 2500 degrees Fahrenheit. That is like 3000 degrees in Celsius or some shit. You know, oh, never mind, not 3000 degrees. It's a 1205 to 1370 degrees Celsius. 2200 degrees Fahrenheit to 2500 degrees Fahrenheit for steel to melt. You feel me? Even if we did concrete, let's see if concrete can, if concrete can melt. Typically, concrete doesn't melt. Concrete doesn't melt. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? Let's continue reading. It decomposes usually before any one ingredient melts. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little lit, but I ain't gonna lie. I'm still gonna get this point. Materials containing more than one ingredient do not possess just one melting point in any case. So, for the simple fact of that, concrete contains multiple ingredients. You telling me 600 degrees Fahrenheit can melt concrete? Try fucking again, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's keep pushing, you know, roll with me a little bit. I took that from one of my favorite TikTokers. He kind of, you know what I'm saying, fuck with. I don't remember his name on the top soon, but roll with me, you know what I'm saying? However, if you heat it hot enough with flux, you know what I'm saying? Flux. This is a whole nother element to heat concrete, such as iron oxide. Remember, steel is a, you know what I'm saying? Steel is a compound of iron oxide. I think that's what iron oxide is. It's steel, I want to say. Iron oxide, a glassy mess will form around maybe 900 degrees Celsius. What 900 degrees Celsius is like, well, sand or here it go. It's a quartz sand melt at 1650 degrees Celsius. So that shit burns hotter than steel. You're dumb as hell if you believe that an aluminum airplane can melt steel and concrete. I'm just saying that. I'm just telling the simple fact that the internet is telling you right off the rip. Limestone melts at about 2500 degrees Celsius. That steel would have melted through and through before that concrete would even melted a little bit. You know what I'm saying? 2, this is another reason why 9/11 was a setup by the government. The building went straight down. I know this is a little off topic from the whole, you know what I'm saying, the whole thing we was talking about, but I'm getting to my point. The whole 9/11 towers went straight down. That is controlled demolition. Whenever you do a demolition job and your building goes straight down, that means you plan for it to happen like that. That's engineering took in place. They did that on purpose. And they was already talking about you. Bro, they got interviews out there with the regular people that's been going, that worked in the 9/11 towers that was saying, I'm getting a little loud, but it's 12 o'clock. But they had interviews of people that worked in the 9/11 towers that said, for a couple of days, it's been smelling kind of funny. Like, it's been smelling like, and they've been hearing loud noises, loud bangs and stuff like that. They was already playing dumb. They've been blowing that whole building up for the past week before that whole 9/11 event happened. 3, how the damn hell you take over a plane with shanks? A prison weapon. A shank, a little, like a little blade. We talking about at max it being 3.5 inches. You telling me 3.5 inches got the pilot out of the thing and took it over by holding the motherfucker? A shank, a prison weapon. All these planes got hijacked by people that had shanks. Not guns, shanks. You didn't think it was some white man that would have stood up and got stabbed to death for my country. All these military people that be on these planes that would have stood up for that shit, bro, for a shank. They would have did that no problem. All this stuff was planned. So back to what I'm saying. Them one war with all these different countries and stuff like that, mind you, we probably in debt with China through our noses. Everything we got basically is made in China. From the phones that we use, to the cars that we use, to the things that we ride in, to the stuff that we wear on the back, to the stuff that we use day to day, to the food that we eat. Most of this stuff comes from China. Think about it. If we in such big debt, like we say we are, $27 trillion in debt or whatever, you don't think we trying to cut that out? You know what I'm saying? Let's go to war with them, destroy their infrastructure to where they have to borrow money from us. You know what I'm saying? We take our war elsewhere. We the only country that always ain't never had war on their turf except for the Civil War. Except for the Civil War. And the Revolutionary War, I feel like that was bullshit, because I ain't gonna fake it. That I feel like that shit was fake as hell. I'm talking about Revolutionary War, the Britons got the independence, or the Americans got the independence from the French, from the British, and that was a whole nother bullshit thing too. You know what I'm saying? Because if we got our independence from them, how we still sending money over there from the fucking colonies? That's a whole nother thing in itself. You feel me? So, look, like I said, if we in such big debt, mind you, most of our debt probably comes from China. This shirt I'm probably wearing made in China. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Merch below, you know what I'm saying? Put on this. Links in the description. Check it out. You know what I'm saying? This was from our pop-up shop that we had over summer 2021. It was a banger. It was lit. Everybody made some money. We made some bread. Everybody came out, showed us love, support. You know what I'm saying? We took pictures, all that stuff. Check it out. Links in the description. They always been there. But anyway, back to the conversation. Of course, you see the fly rituals. But anyway, back to the conversation. If we're in debt, going to war with the countries that we're in debt with, don't seem so bad, does it? Especially if we're on their turf, because we're fucking up their infrastructure. If any country decided to bring war to our turf, right, and mind you, we in debt with these countries or whatever countries in. That would put us in a shithole and our money would be fucking worthless. The US dollar would be worthless. Mind you, we are the #1 currency in the world right now. So basically, how well our dollar does, that's how well everybody else's dollar does, basically. That's what it's saying. You know what I'm saying? So that is another reason why I say, and the feds are sweating right now over this whole fuck-ass inflation shit they done created and bullshit, and how they over here borrowing so much money against themselves and against the country and all this shit. A lot of this shit, bro, is self-inflicted. And this is one thing I learned from growing up in a black community, you know what I'm saying? How, as black culture, the first thing we're willing to do is always accept everybody else. You know what I'm saying? We're willing to accept anything. You know what I'm saying? Soon as somebody show us love, we're willing to accept it. You feel me? That's how I see just growing up black. Like, that's how I see a bunch of people, how we all see it. So we just be accepting people. Like, when these white people go on TikTok and be doing our dances and they make more views than us, we be like, well, shit, you could have shouted us out and all that shit. We be mad about a shout out, but at the end of the day, we still gonna keep doing it. We still gonna keep posting on their platforms. We still gonna be doing shit on their platforms. We have to realize as a people that if we really would have just came together, instead of being niggas, we transform into black people, white people would have been out of this country a long fucking time ago. You know what I'm saying? If we stop being so hoodwinked and trying to be loving to every culture and trying to accept everything, we wouldn't be in the predicament we in today. And that's just being real. That's just being fucking real. That's why I say it's a whole bigger agenda than what just the government has for everybody. You know what I'm saying? This is not no thing. I was just talking to Shorty the other day. Not Shorty, old babes the other day. I was telling her feminism is not even a woman's idea. That is not a woman's idea. Feminism actually came from fucking J.P. Morgan and all them fuck ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? The niggas that own the country. The people that has these secret societies. These gay white men. That's who brought feminism to these women. You think women logically came up with, and you think women just woke up like, oh, I feel oppressed. I feel this and that. No, because naturally, being at home was their best suit. Nurturing kids was their best suit. But you had men was like J.P. Morgan. Like, this was the whole thing going back to, if I can get taxes off one person, off the man, why can't I get taxes off the women? So then that's when that whole women went to the workforce shit. When men was going to war and they was like, who gonna run our factories? And we can do, yes, we can. That wasn't no woman idea. That wasn't a woman idea. Logically, that wasn't a woman idea. That was a man's idea. A man's idea to make money off of the women. You know what I'm saying? If most of my men is dead and I'm sending their ass off to war, on a war that while we fighting for whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying, that didn't even concern us, well, I need somebody to replace their ass. Their sons is still in school and shit like that, and most of them, if they was 18, they went to war along the side of their father. So what else can we do? Let's enlist our women into the workforce. Now you're starting to see why we have feminism. Feminism is like, bro, naturally, this is how I see it, bro. What you born with naturally, you will not go against. You feel me? What you born with naturally, you will not try and go against naturally. But what you see on social media and what you see perpetuated in everybody else's life, you gonna do that. You gonna try. You think that's the right shit, and knowing deep down in your soul and your spirit, that's why your spirits be hurting and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You think, oh, going to get drunk with my girls and going out and fucking all these dudes and bitches having 300, 200, 100 bodies in a year. They think that's cool. And you wonder why a bunch of these women end up single and stuff like that. Like Amber Rose, she out there where like she like, I'm done with men, I'm done with dating. But you was the whole front runner of being a whore, being a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Funny, ain't it? Like I said, these are not women ideas. This feminism is not a woman's idea. They literally was spoon fed this shit. Let's just see. Let's just see who created feminism. Wow, that's the third thing. Who created FedEx was second. See, look. I told y'all this. Look, man. I looked up who created feminism. The first thing that pop up, Charles Fourier. Fourier. Yeah, I think it's French, but let's read. You know what I'm saying? Mary Wollstonecraft is seen by many as founder of feminism due to her 1792 book titled A Vindication of the Rights of Women, and when she argues for women's education. Charles Fourier, a utopian socialist and French philosopher, is credited with having coined the word feminism in 1837. Charles Fourier. And this is on DW. DW.com. You know what I'm saying? The man who coined the term feminism. So I'm telling you, women don't even know who created feminism. They don't even know who started this shit. Like I said, the whole thing was fed generationally. It said 1792 she posted the book. Mary Wollstonecraft. Let's look her up. Let's see. Mary, a British writer. Look, a British writer. Right? Mind you, these people that came and colonized the Americas, they still have ties to the British, regardless of the fact. White Americans have ties to British people, regardless, because that's who, quote unquote, freed them, or they was trying to get freedom from, whatever. History is screwed as fuck. If you go really learn this shit, bro, you gonna see it's way worse than what they say it is. But let's just see. Mary Wollstonecraft, retarded ass name, was a British writer, philosopher, and advocate of women's rights. Until the late 20th century, Wollstonecraft's life, which encompassed several unconventional personal relationships at the time, received more attention than her writing. Even back then, as a woman, who you was seen with was more so talked about than what you was really, you know what I'm saying, what they really, women's rights, this and that. Think about it. Let's look at the very first Lemon Party. They ain't even got it on here. Can't even look it up. Oh man, you can't make this up. My First Lemon Party by Dixon Cox. At the grand old age of 81, John moves into a new community. He quickly discovers that this is no ordinary senior community. Bruh, they don't even have the origins of the Lemon Party. You know what I'm saying? In the 2010s, some have used Lemon Party to earnestly, or despairingly refer to sexual encounters, especially group sex, between older men. Look, it's roll with me on this one, you know what I'm saying? The Lemon Party of Canada was frivolous Canadian political party which has operated on a federal level and proficiently in Quebec. The party was registered on January 8, 1987 by then leader Dennis R. Petronad. I think it's French. and deregistered on November 14, 1998 for failing to have at least 10 candidates stand for election. So now, when you look up Lemon Party, they tell you it was a political party in Canada. Look. Because in Cars 3, it told you what it was. Like, that's how I found out about the shit. Because Cars 3, when you see the Easter eggs, somebody bought it on YouTube and was like, a lemon party? Yeah, just don't research it. And I looked it up and I was like, what the fuck? A gay male orgy? That's literally what it was. You can literally look up, oh, that's sick as fuck. Oh, that's sick as fuck. That's an old man. That's sick as hell. They actually got a picture of this shit. Cars 3. What was that? Cars 2. That was Cars 2. Cars 2. When Mater played that fake ass tow truck. And you see the limits was all go look at that scene again. You see all the limits was all old ass cars, you feel me? Not strange. But hey, hold on. Let me check and make sure. But yeah, that is. These are the ways that the government, not even just the government is even controlled by these people that make tons of fucking money, you know what I'm saying? Or that really run the world. I'm not even gonna say Illuminati. Illuminati is a whole nother topic, but we'll talk about that later. But anyway, we on enough of that, you know what I'm saying? We'll revisit this all the way later. But yeah, that was my biggest reason for why they want to go to war. For the simple fact that when you're in debt to another country, they're going to take it away. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think they create so many false distractions? 9/11 was a false distraction, but that was just a distraction for me to want to look at your bag. You know what I'm saying? The whole TSA thing, that was just, I just want to look at your bag as an American, as in the government. I just want to make sure what you bringing in and what you sending out. I don't want you bringing waters or none of this shit. I don't want you taking your gun nowhere, you know what I'm saying? As gun laws started getting stricter or whatever, that was a whole other thing. But I don't want to see you taking these pills or whatever without probable cause, or you went on holiday and made 20 grand and nah. This is all a part of it. You feel me? So, hey. All I'm saying is go check it out. Do your research. It's out there. You know what I'm saying? I would better say you're better off looking at a library though, because Google is not going to tell you the right answer, because you already know what side Google is on. So you might want to ask ChatGPT. You know what I'm saying? So they might have a better answer for you, and they might have logical thinking answers behind it. But like I said, feminism created by a whole man. Most of this, the whole systems that we working in were created by men. Gay men and that. They just control all this shit. All the favorite designers, all the top designers gay. Except for Lacoste. Lacoste was a black designer. You don't see they really talk about Lacoste like that. They be trying to throw Lacoste to the side and shit, but nah. But everybody else, Polo, Louis Vuitton, Christian Dior, Prada, all these different designers, Saint Laurent. They all French too. Most of them French based. A little suspect, a little sweet, you know what I'm saying? But we'll talk about the with AI, we are all once again tech companies guinea pigs, which duh. I don't know why y'all people. That's all AI is learning the user. If I can learn the user and manipulate the user and how it would think, I'm going to take advantage of it. That's why you think you become a guinea pig to get into it again. That's all AI is. It's learning how the user thinks. And then once I learn how the user thinks, now I know how to create my own self-thought, my own intellect, my own stuff like that for AI. So But yeah, so that's been this week's episode. We'll talk about that some more on Wind Down Wednesday. Definitely. We might talk about it like real quick. But yeah, I just had to touch base on with y'all and talk about this because very soon you will see the world going to war. There will be a World War III. I don't know how soon, but there will be. And it's for the simple fact that they're literally trying, like Beijing is considering drone deliveries to Russia. But that's what Wall Street Journal says. Mind you, Wall Street Journal is American based. So they might put it in the worst of statements. But Beijing probably just like, no, that we just supporting our ally. That's all. We sending our materials and stuff over. Whatever. Chinese jet fighter shadows U.S. aircraft over South China Sea. Yeah, we might have bases over there, but that don't stop them from watching us. Y'all already shot down 8 balloons or blame them for spy balloons and shit like that over Canada and the United States. So why shouldn't China do the shit they do? You know what I'm saying? You already blamed them for a bunch of shit. So of course you don't think they're not gonna act on the shit you already blamed them for? Come on now. Do fucking better. So, anyway, that's been this week's episode. But, you know what I'm saying, the song of the week is coming from my boy Marithakidd. And it is Lane to Lane. It is Lane to Lane. You know what I'm saying? By my boy Marithakidd. That's the song of the week. The word of the week, the new word of the week is going to be, what is it going to be? Not research. What is another word for thinking? Synonym. Rational. Logical. No, matter of fact, logical. That's this word. This week's word of the week is logical or logic. You know what I'm saying? Use logic all next week and come back with some results to really defend your reasoning of why you think such. Mind you, this has been all my whole thoughts this whole episode, so that's what it's gonna be. Logical. You know what I'm saying? Let me go to it. It's an adjective. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do logical, but you know what I'm saying? You can also use logic or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's an adjective. Meaning of or according to the rules of logic or formal agreement. In a sentence, a logical impossibility. You know what I'm saying? Air quotes because that's recorded. So, characterized by or capable of clear, sound reasoning. That's another one. So, that has been your word of the week. Logical, logic. You know what I'm saying? Go use logic. Go be logical. Go think about something and impress your theories and stuff like that. Have some hard evidence and stuff like that to back it up, or have or something to back it up logically. You know what I'm saying? Think about it on the logical stage before you just put it out there emotionally based. You know what I'm saying? That's where you go to. Our song of the week is Lane to Lane by my boy Marithakidd. And I'm gonna catch y'all later.
Switching lane to lane for the Jeep, do the thing. Big old F-in, it's gon' bust a nigga brain. Switching lane to lane for the Jeep, do the thing. Big old F-in, it's gon' bust a nigga brain. fuck a plan B. I get high as a kite, it's outstanding. Roll a few more, I hope I'm never landing. Laid back on the beach, kick standing. All these demons in my head tear out the